I'm Jakob Vaughan. Always continue to read my Washington Redskins articles. Press the like button and subscribe. Shout out Big Mike. As you may know, Josh McCown recently joined ESPN, and on his first day, he gave the world a list of his top 5 wide receivers in the most disrespectful way. It's time to put some respect on this list. My top 5 wide receivers. Welcome to First and Vaughan.
This is First and Vaughan, this is First and Vaughan, this is First and Vaughan, you know.
Let's have a quick recap before a lesson is handed out. Josh McCown had the options of Juju, Devontae Adams, T.Y., A.B., Hopkins, Julian Edelman, Mike Evans, OBJ, Julio, and Michael Thomas. He seriously placed the top 5 wide receivers in order from 5 to 1. Mike Evans, Edelman, OBJ, Michael Thomas, and Julio. This was the most disrespectful list, and I was surprised to see this on ESPN. His Twitter mentions had to have been blowing up. Speaking of Twitter, zoom in for a second. Yeah, right there. Follow my personal account, sports account, and First and Vaughan on Twitter. Click the links in the description below. The names of Josh McCown's wide receiver options will be shown. Now I'm ready to give a new look to this top 5 wide receiver list. Here we go.
Ice tray, ice tray, ice tray.
To start my top 5 wide receiver list, coming in at number 5, Michael Thomas. Drew Brees has a great target in Thomas, and what's a top 5 wide receiver list without a wide receiver who celebrates by hiding a phone under the goalpost? Next up, Odell Beckham Jr. If OBJ isn't in the top 5 wide receiver conversation ever, then you must not be watching what he can do on the field. Odell is a worldwide known talent, the one-hand catch, constantly putting defenders on skates, and being a must-watch. 5,476 yards on 390 catches, averaging 14 yards per reception. Next up,
Payday.
the number 3 wide receiver in the NFL is Antonio Brown. 79 touchdowns, 4-time first-team All-Pro, and 7 Pro Bowls. AB, I'm doing this list based solely off of on-field production. Let's not get started on top 5 wide receivers off the field. If you want an episode on all-time greats off-the-field distractions, comment below. Julio is a top 3 wide receiver in the NFL, but on my list, Julio Jones is number 2. The impact Julio has on an offense is untouchable, as you saw against my Eagles. Throw it up to Julio and let him go to work with 52 touchdowns. Now my number 1 wide receiver.
Ice tray, ice tray, ice tray.
No question, no doubt in my mind. Put some respect on his name, Josh McCown. Mr. DeAndre Hopkins is number 1 in the NFL easily. DeAndre Hopkins did not drop a single pass in 2018. 163 targets, no drops. He has the ability to change the outcome of the game and caught 105 catchable passes without a drop, setting the NFL record. Glad I was able to turn that chopped up wide receiver list into something great. Thank you for tuning in. Click that like button, crush the subscribe button, spread the 1V word, and make sure to subscribe below because this is First and Vaughan, you know.
Ice tray, ice tray, ice tray.
Right here.
That option. We should have brought a chair. I have a chair in my car. I should have grabbed it.
Payday. Hold up, I don't even gotta sag. All my pants they tailored. Put on the loafers they gated. I smoke in the mist and I'm gone. Gotta go move away, get off my own. I had to get off my right foot, and then I tore my hammy. Then I brought back that gold. She left me when I was broke. Ice tray, ice tray, ice tray.